Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today is April 1st, 2021, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of today, we're watching the Nasdaq finally breaking out on the upside after being very, very sleepy for quite some time. Now looking at the major economic events of the day, all day today we have OPEC meetings should affect the price of oil. Now taking a look at the various markets, starting out with the currencies, the US dollar continues to gain versus the major pairs, especially versus the Aussie dollar. We'll take a look at that. And at the indices, the Nasdaq, as mentioned, breaking out higher. Dow Jones now unchanged, so rotation continues. Now looking at commodities, gold finally breaking out on the upside after sharply off of that support level, and oil dipping below $60 a barrel. Now looking at the stocks, it's a mixed bag with Facebook showing some strength on the upside. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin, still on that resistance of 58,000, finally hitting that turbulence level, which I did mention. The question is, are we going to break out higher? So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So no secret here as we look at the Euro USD on its lows, 17.17 as you can see here, and not really breaking out lower, but sustaining this area. What is breaking out lower and finally catching up is the Aussie dollar. We're looking at a daily. Let's look at a 4-hour chart, falling out of bed at 73.38. Now this is really a correctional move. Now this is an important area since it was support previously at this 75.39-ish level, and as we look at the GBP, also retracing below that 30-day moving average on the 1-hour chart, and on the 4-hour chart just below it. So that's an important level for the GBP. We may see ourselves breaking further down here if we did get some more volume, as this is making a correctional move. Now jumping into gold, this is really important as this did an alley-oop yesterday from 1680 up to 1712. This is a nice bounce after hitting this double bottom, and I did mention that if it didn't break below it, it will bounce, and sure enough, that's what happened. Now looking at oil, jumping into oil, we were traced here below $60 a barrel, 59.55 right now, and you can see we're pretty much flatlining at this area. Okay, very tight range right now as this OPEC meeting is happening today. Now jumping into the indices, the Dow Jones, you guys know I love this. At 33,000, hit that high 2 days ago, and then just trickling down. However, looking at the Nasdaq, a completely different picture, finally breaking out. Look at that 4-hour chart on the upside of 13,300, 100-ish level, Remember, our high is close to 14,000, okay? So we still have some room here on the upside if this is going to make a rotation, and we're going to see some of the tech stocks actually coming back. Now looking at Apple, okay, it was relatively up on the day, and it's still trading sideways for all intents and purposes, but looking at Facebook, on the upper range and closing on that upper range. So I do expect some sort of follow through on the upside, jumping to Microsoft as well. Also trading on that upper range, looking at that 4-hour chart, but still not breaking out higher. Okay, nothing is really, super strong and breaking out higher where I feel so confident. But I do see a bit of a turn as money is being pulled back into tech stocks. Now looking at Alcoa and JP Morgan, really not doing much. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin, this is really very important. We did hit this, as I call it, turbulence, okay, at these levels where we get to this area at 59,000, we just retrace. We're up in that upper 58,000-ish area. So if we don't break above this, okay, this is bona fide resistance-ish area at this 59,000, okay? So we may see a consolidation at this area. Now, again, always playing the breakout, and you want to see that it's sustaining itself. Now, I'm not completely ruling out a breakout, but I want to see some volume. I want to see some follow through here. I want to see it break above the 59,500-ish level and stay there, and then I would feel much more comfortable for a breakout, okay? But otherwise, I'm still thinking it's going to retrace here and maybe consolidate between the 57,400-ish level and 58,900-ish level. So just keep that in mind later today. This is Fred Razak, wishing you a great trading day. Thank you.